Good morning, everyone. May 22nd, 2020, day number 40 of Furloughed. And today, let's dive into short prints in Project 2020. Before we begin, if you could do me a huge favor, though, please hit that subscribe button. I have a personal goal of being at 350 subscribers by the end of May, and I need your help. So please hit that button. Now, let's get to short prints in Project 2020. I probably should have waited to record this till after they announced the McGuire and the Jeter print runs, but to me it's so anticlimactic. We know that they're going to be number 2 when number 3 on the list. There's no way they touch Trout at 1, but the pre-orders have been too significant. The press behind them, the look of them, the social media presence, they're going to sell way too high to even be sort of the print runs to be exciting. We know where they're going to fall 2 and 3. But what's exciting right now, and what I'm spending a lot of my time on, is figuring out where is that short print line? Where does that number fall? We keep seeing print runs increasing tenfold every single day. And just like yesterday where we had the first ever over 10,000 print run day by both cards, today we're going to have another record broken. This is going to be the single greatest print run day in Project 2020 history. And it's only card, 82 and 81. We're not even at 100 yet. And we're continuing to shatter the records from previous weeks. Now, of course, sample size is low, but it is what it is when it comes to print runs these high. But the challenge we have right now is, where is that line? Where is that short print line? And where are the buying opportunities when you look at cards through 400? There's going to be that number, and I think that number is starting to develop. And so I took a look at all the print runs, and I'm going to break it down right now for you all as far as where I think right now the short print number is and where you can safely buy in to then flip in the near future. There are a couple things that we need to clear up before we talk about that short print number. And this one was circulating on Twitter yesterday, and it was retweeted numerous times. And I think it's just incorrect when you look at the numbers as they stand. There's this myth out there that Ben Baller's 51 Trout set off this track, and that's just false. The numbers don't bear it out. There were 3 cards right after that card that were under 2,000, which are shockingly low right now. The idea that Ben Baller set this off, I think, is wrong. Now, Ben Baller is, to me, the number 1 advertiser and a guy who's going to bring a ton of social media presence to this, and I think it's a fantastic add to this card. And his Gooden today looks pretty sweet. I'm not even a Mets fan, but the Gooden line, or not the Gooden line, the Ben Baller line doesn't exist. It actually exists with Blake Jameson and Ermsey at card 57 and 58. Once those 2 cards came out, we were off to the races. We've never seen a print run under 2,000 since then, and I think we've only seen 1 in 2,000 range and 1 in the 3,000 range. So if we can start referring it to the Jameson Ermsey line, that would be better off. Second here, we need to stop thinking of these short prints in a baseball card world. This is not a short print like a Series 1 short print. This is an art short print. And this is a new sort of thought process for us in the sports card world. These are not baseball cards. These are pieces of work of baseball card subjects. So we need to think of this in the art realm and stop thinking of it in the baseball card world. And that, for me, was the thing that I had to think about the hardest and really get over. I kept thinking of this as in a Series 1 gold parallel, right, for a rookie card. Those are out of 2,000, and we think of 2,000 as being a lot in the sports card world, but in the art world, it's not much. And when you think about these cards being printed in the 30, 40,000s potentially, 2,000 is microscopic. But I don't think the short print line is at 2,000. Let's look at some hard numbers right now. So I took a look at the numbers in 2 groups. I did pre-Jameson Ermsey and I did post-Jameson and Ermsey. And the difference in numbers are very stark, and it gives us a good baseline and understanding of where we are with this product. Now, when you look at the cards before Jameson and Ermsey, so 56 and before, the average print run is 3,000 per card. Now, there's 2 Trouts in there that really skew the numbers. If you remove both Trouts, you're down to 2,200 as an average print run for the first 56 cards. When you look now at 57 to before McGuire and before Jeter, this is going to skew the number even higher. And this is kind of why I thought about waiting on this, but I felt it doesn't really matter because the numbers are going to be so high. I might remove them from the math anyway. But the print run post Jameson and Ermsey is over 8,000. It's 8,100 as an average print run. And that is why I say it's the Jameson Ermsey line. It's not the Bin Baller line. We are now at an average print run of 4x. And to be in the top 10 now, you're going to have to print over 10,500 cards. So we're going to wash away a few numbers here and really start to whittle down where we are with this short print. So right now, to me, anything over 8,000 is out of the window. There's no way that those are going to be a short print. 9,000, 10,000, 11,000 gone. Those are going to be top of the print run. You know, they're going to take a little bit longer to gain value. Those are out the window. Cards in the low thousands. So 1,000, definitely a short print. Cards in the 2,000s, definitely a short print. Cards in the 3,000s, I think definitely in the short print. Now, here's where it gets tricky. And this is where we really have to look at the numbers and figure out where does this line fall. So we're left between right now 4,000 and maybe the high 7,000s. Now we know right now the average print run is 8,000 for the last 23 cards. And I don't believe that number is coming down. We can be pessimistic or we can be optimistic here. And I think it's going to be, I'm very optimistic the number is only going to increase. And it's for one single reason. People are getting into this product to flip it, and flipping these cards have become harder and harder on the early print runs. And not harder because it's harder to make money, but it takes a higher buy-in to pick up these cards. I was looking to try to pick up a few more cards last night in sort of my sweet spot range, and I just couldn't find any really fantastic deals that didn't require a couple $100 to lay down a couple different cards or $300 altogether. So I think you're going to see the buyers move to the cards that are out now for $15 at print run. So to me, 8,000, if we are sitting here in 2 months and the print run's 8,000, I think that's a bad sign. I think we're going to start seeing that print run continue to increase because of the money on the front end of these cards. These are super, super easy flips if you're not in the long-term hold. If you just want to spend $150 and turn it into 300 or 325, you can do that at a snap of a finger. It's super simple. But that leaves us this question, the short prints, where are they going to fall? Where can you make money? And so I just talked about 1, 2, and 3,000. To me, those end up being super short prints. And we know 8,000 is the average. So to me, 7,000 right now is a little too high to be considered a short print. 4,000, I think that is a guaranteed short print, at least for the next 60 days, if not possibly longer. And you could even touch into the super short print range here if the set continues to take off. To me, right now, if you're looking at the short print range line, that is at the 5 and even 6,000 print run range. There is a reason why I pulled down my grotesque George Brett. There's a reason why my Sophia Chang Ichiro's up at $80. There's a reason why I pulled down some extra Willie Mays, King Saladan. And it's just because I don't think we appreciate a 6,000 print run right now. Right now, we are so blown away at the print runs that it's going to take about 30 days, maybe even 20 days. But once the next 30 days come around, we are going to, as a hobby community, as an art community in this sense, and I'm speaking there very globally, and I have no idea how the art community works, but a 6,000 print run, I think, is going to be seen as a short print. And that is where I think you can safely buy right now a card or a couple of cards and sit on them for a while and let them appreciate. If this print run continues to increase and we start seeing an average print run of 10,000, 11,000, a 6,000 print run right now is going to be like a gold mine. So if you're looking at buying cards right now, stick to that 5,000, 6,000 range. You might look at the 7,000 range if you can find the right player, but it's hard to see. I think what's going to be telling today is this Jacob Rochester Trout. It's an interesting card, and we'll see what the print run looks like in a couple of days. If that's again over 10,000, then I feel even more confident in my 6,000 range right now, maybe 7,000, but we'll see. But right now, if you're buying over the next 7 days and you're looking for some short print buys, I would stay at 6,000 or below with the right player. So with that, guys, have a great day collecting. It's another exciting day of Project 2020. Looking forward to seeing the print runs from McGuire and Jeter, and I will see you all tomorrow.